next thing then is Lotta House.
Yeah.
Because you guys now start as a unit, you start releasing combination songs as the family.
Yeah.
So tell us about Lotta House, because as guys, we would just hear Lotta House on a song and then now we explode.
Yeah, Lotta House. What exactly?
So first and foremost, who are the members?
Oh, okay. The members were Chungu, myself, Mag 44, Tio, the initial members. But actually what happened, because it wasn't an organization, a lot of people thought it was like a group or an organization. We didn't even have any
agreement.
Paperwork, no agreement. It was just purely a movement. We looked at it as ministry. So even those songs, it wasn't like, oh, how are we going to fundraise? It was just like Magnus says, hey, I've got a studio. Okay, you sing. Oh, this guy, I'm going to play guitar. Oh, I'm going to do this. So no ownership. Nobody owns it. We didn't want to attach business to it because we knew that if we attach now business, it will now be
marking.
Yeah, exactly. So we just wanted to leave it just that way. That we, as individual artists, we do our thing, but we come together on these Lotta House projects and do just ministry.
And the first one you guys came up with was the Chipolo Polo.
Chipolo Polo, yes.
How was that?
That was epic. That was epic.
What's the story behind that?
We were convinced at that time that the Zambian national team was going to win the Africa Cup.
You guys are brave.
Yeah. So
you already had a song called Chipolo Polo. You already had the song.
I already had the song.
Yeah.
Yes. I already had the song. And actually, what's funny is I wrote the song also because I felt I related with the late TB Joshua because he was saying that God is going to make a move in Zambia to bring hope back, and He's going to use something that people will be surprised. We use football to bring hopes back up, and that football was referring to is the Chipolo Polo. And me, when God spoke to me, it was like, oh, look, this Chipolo Polo, I'm going to use this. So you sing, I'm going to use this to lift the hopes of. When the Zambian soccer team.
So Chipolo Polo, for those who may not know, is
it means copper bullet, but it's what we refer to our soccer team as the Chipolo Polo boys.
Okay.
And it just represents that like resilience, like toughness and resilience, resolute, kind of personality. Yeah.
From a history perspective, the Zambian football team previously had done very well, and then now had gone through a slump of failures.
Yes, actually, what happened is we lost our soccer team to a plane crash.
Yes.
The entire soccer team. And an amazing.
And that was it used to win
African
this,
in African number one.
Yes.
So as a country, that's where the Kalusha Bwalia, that's what made Kalusha Bwalia's name still, rings up to now because of the glory of that moment. As in, that team was, when the plane crashed, it was like a national funeral. It was like Zambians were just distraught. It was terrible. Now they crashed in Gabon. It crashed in Gabon. Where we won the Africa Cup was in Gabon.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
So now when you guys were making this song, the spirits or the belief of the Zambian team winning the African Cup
was convinced. So we had no doubt. That's why we're dancing
but the people were like, nah, we don't see.
No, I think it was I don't know. It was.
But you believed it.
We believed.
And you made this song at stage one before the team has
actually the song, because we released it before, it was being played. It was being played as like the song in celebration, one of the songs.
As you win.
So after we won, it was the song. As in cars, it was one of the songs. There were a few songs that were released, but I would say that was one of the main ones people would play in their cars.
And that was the birth of Lotta House. So Lotta House went out to Zambian nation.
Not the birth, I would say that was the big.
No, but before that, you hadn't released a song as Lotta House.
No, we didn't actually.
You hadn't. That was the first one.
We hadn't. No. Wait. Anyway, my memory may fail me, but yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that the Lotta
You're
House.
bad with dates, eh?
I'm terrible. How with dates? No. Even today, I don't know. What's the date today? I just. I always just So like when Lotta, why I always feel that maybe it wasn't the first because of the pre the song we were meeting and I think that transition.
It wasn't the birth, it was the release. It was the presentation of
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Lotta House.
Bola ya bakulu kulipe kampombwa monga batipisha pa nyumba tingolonga timachita city kamba monga ponga liwewe umvela chizwezwe tikapona ufuna tipisa tasokolo kama pulano yao tayapongo shola polani ya tutakontolola iwe Zambia ni hama ndiwe Corolla tachoka kumbuyo tajombolola watenga chikombe tapoko shola siya palero chalongo mokata wina na mensa mwafyokolola chipolopolo yeah kaka majamu waba kaka majamu waba
Say goodbye to Hollywood. Got to nyimbo ni few in Rambo. You say my champion. Tuhela na manja mujumba. Bevin even pompa. Isendi sefi kumba. Siku ponja siku zimbila. Tuswagi twa unito nyingelela. Dawa ise ya tukichokela kulivumu ya mavumu nko. Ingo donya pamine tapita. Bago doba pamine titila niseba na bamolongo pamine tinge na mahala bebe balipi. Chipolopolo.
Walala washala oi toi, you an action figure, sorry. You sitting on a dream, as for me though I'm sitting on a number, ya mene igonga zero. You plot your war but I'm a angler, skilling no paka stamina. You gon' receive no lamia, Mizani whistle time is up. This is the game for champions, we go by the name Zambia. We gonna wash you out clean, munga sopo yo Zambia.
Then from there, obviously a lot more content started.
Okay, Go Hard was another one that you guys did.
Yeah.
And I hear that one was based on the fact of ministry. So Go Hard, what is Go Hard?
Go Hard just at that time even we used to do a lot of evangelistic works, like even Mag, Chungu. We actually go to like the place called North Mid where there are clubs, and as people are like walking to the club and what to do evangelism right there. So just like Go Hard,
what does that
like
mean?
go.
You just stop and start talking to people about Jesus?
Yeah, like Mark 44 in the peak, Vichani is out, people, he's a celebrity, and he meets you outside the club, like, hey, do you want me to tell you about Jesus?
No, but I want an autograph.
Yeah, although that would actually rarely happen.
Yeah.
But I think people are surprised, like, what are you doing here? You know.
And you would do this as well?
Yeah.
So do you still
But me, I wouldn't say as much as Chungu and Mark 44. They really went in, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Neglecting to reach the masses, to pleasing the upper classes. In the name of maintaining spiritual standards. While people dying, somebody give us a hand here. We got the harvest, we are the laborers. We got the power, we're more than conquerors. Shining armors in a battle he has conquered. On every city he'll shout until this land is yours. I'm gonna go until this land is yours. I'm gonna go until this land is yours. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go until this land is yours. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Fresh from the world, my cause for many rivals. The prodigal son felt something like I do. Not deserving of a celebration at my return, but that's why it's called amazing grace. We better learn not to turn to self-righteous surgeons who dissect the gossip, make destructive mergers. A furnace awaits, not a perfection chase. Taking last ones, it's those who don't know
Until
grace.
this land is yours, I'm gonna go. Until this land is yours, I'm gonna go. Until this land is yours, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Until this land is yours, I'm gonna go.
Okay, let's move on then. Okay, but then also at this time, you've released your album. Your other stable mates begin releasing the album, or the other Lothouse members. So Tio, Abel, Mag, and you featured in these ones.
Yeah.
Why would you feature? What was it part of the brotherhood? Or how was actually not even why? I get why you'd feature, but how was it featuring in their albums?
It was amazing. I mean, it was amazing because I think we felt this. Obviously, if you're doing an album, you sort of want other artists to collaborate with, and yeah, it was just already there. It was bound to happen that because I related. If there were artists I related with the most in the gospel industry, it was them, and so they were getting features, and also they felt the same way for all of us. So that's why we would always sort of interchange and do features on each other's albums. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What happens then next? Carry on with this story. I'm trying to see, is it now, as soon as the albums, when do you start getting the bug for the next album? Because I feel like that's maybe where we head.
I think it took another 2 years, I think. I did the Mizu, and then I sort of had a 2 year in between, and then I released.
And in that 2 years, are you doing anything else apart from music? Have you now entered business?
Completely music, and yeah.
Is it paying?
Yeah, it is. Paying. Paying, yeah.
Are you able to sustain yourself off this?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, it is, huh?
100%, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
It was, it was just amazing. I mean, like at that time, obviously when you're young, even you even look at, you try to look at your balance and you're like, wow, like God, like how? Like music. The thing is, I just didn't expect music at that. I think that was a massive shift, because in regards to sales, I think it was one of the highest selling albums, probably I think it was the highest selling album for almost close to 3 months.
Mizu. Whoa. Yeah.
And people were not in the culture of buying CDs then, but I mean, they were buying CDs. It was crazy. There were Zambians in the diaspora sending money to guys here, saying FedEx CDs. We're sending boxes of CDs to the post office so they can be sent out. So it was just like ridiculous.
Okay.
So it was.
And you're doing tours. You're going church tours. You sell out.
Yeah. Not even church tours, of course, but it wasn't now about the church alone. It was
everywhere.
Just if there's an international gig, Lothouse was there. One of us was there.
Okay.
So actually what was funny is we looked back one time at every international gig that always happened. There was always a Lothouse member there.
I get it.
Yeah, and so it I feel the thing is influence. Gaining influence from in the church is the easy part. Yeah, is the easy.
It's true.
part. Yeah,
But getting it from
influence.
outside is
Well,
like, is the music good?
yeah,
Is the beat banging?
exactly,
They
exactly. They'll boo you off stage. They
Yeah.
don't care. Yeah, yeah.
so you were doing both.
we're doing both.
Okay, good. So now what starts happening? When do you begin like, yo, now maybe I think I need another album?
I wanted to do another album when I felt I started to almost, the influence started to
Diminish.
not diminish. I started to question now, like, God, okay, now this has happened, but why? What's the purpose of this? What am I supposed to do
With the fame. With the
fame?
influence.
With
Actually,
the
I like what you
influence.
mean, influence, yeah.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do with it? And what? And I felt God speaking to me that, look, don't look outward of yourself for the redemption of your country. Now, obviously, that was very heavy also, like that kind of, it was very heavy. And now, that's where now I related with Moses during that period, because I was like, good. Go and speak to Pharaoh. No, I don't speak English.
Powerful.
So that's why I called the other album Broken English.
Oh man, that's
Because
powerful.
it was my conversation with God, saying that I like trying to give him excuses, that, I can't serve you, that burden is too heavy, and the like. So Broken English was just that conversation between me and God, where accepting that
He wants to use you.
He wants to use me, and I shouldn't allow my expectations, personal expectations, to block what his works, what he wants me to do, or what he wants me to achieve.
What do you think he was saying he wanted you to do?
To be honest with you, up to today, I feel obviously the journey with God, of course, obviously in the corporate, in this, these self-improvement classes, they always tell you, you should visualize the future, you should. But unfortunately, that's not how it works with God.
Yep, I get it.
Yeah. So, up to today, I wouldn't say I know.
Nice.
But I know I'm in a safe car.
Okay.
I'm safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm safe. But I wouldn't say I know exactly, entirely, what God's full plan is in the future. But I knew at that moment that, okay, I need to just submit to the different, because obviously even me singing, he was speaking to me before, but I was fighting. And then,
You listen.
so there are even different gifts. The singing, I was fighting, and then it happens, If there's anything now that's happening, it's now there are different phases. So now, for example, I'm invited to churches. I go to Rwanda every year. They tell me there, we don't want you to sing, we want you to speak. So I'm like, me? Speak? What will I say? And different churches calling you, no, we want you to speak, So there's always that before that I believe there are different chapters, and God reveals you to yourself as you go.
In obedience.
In obedience, yeah. So yeah.
Okay. So Broken English. Let's touch a few there. I love it. I'd never known that's why you wrote it. So you're basically saying, God, I stutter. This is them also saying I stutter.
Yes.
Listen, you want me to go there? And Broken English, I know, is probably you're presenting your insecurities to him.
Exactly.
And he's like, yo, this is what I want. Go.
And I
with
wanted
this.
people to also see the insecurities.
Oh.
I wanted people to see that, don't think I'm here and I'm just praise the Lord and I'm comfortable. This path is very I have questions sometimes.
It's difficult.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
And even I too have made excuses to God,
That's powerful.
Yeah.
My first song that I ever wrote, I wrote it from that thing.
Wow.
Mungu sina sauti ya kuongea, I'm hopeless on the cordless, meaning skillless. It's me telling God that exact same thing. I can't, I'm not the rapper, I don't have the voice to speak.
I hear you.
I'm hopeless on this thing. Good.
I hear you. And yet you blew.
Yes, God told me, Mungu akaniambia kama yule Moses. God told me just like he told Moses, who gives man his mouth? Who makes him deaf or dumb? I am the great I am. Put this mic in your hand.
Wow.
Speak to my people. Go when I say go. Flow when I... So I get it. So
Exactly.
that's why this broken English, I'm just like, I fully understand
exactly.
what it is that you're saying.
Yeah.
In fact, it's almost, you're qualified because of that.
Exactly.
Fact that you know that you can't do it without him.
Exactly, yes. Exactly.
Dude,
And also not to limit him.
Yes.
Because he can tell you to speak to Pharaoh.
Oh, I've got some good news. Before we even continue with this, we're going to come back on broken English. But Afri delivery have arrived. Afri delivery.
So the food is here.
The food is here, man.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
And it's good, man. It's good.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's eat and then we'll come back.
Awesome.
Hungry? Order your favorite meals and drinks from hundreds of restaurants through the best app and have your food delivered to your doorstep. Download the Afri delivery app now.